So Team STG, we are here with a very highly anticipated thing that I do every single year, and that's the NBA playoff prediction, the official prediction that I'm going to be making for this year live on camera. It's going to be kind of crazy because I'm looking at this right here, I'm looking at this sheet, you know, the bracket if you will, and it's kind of crazy because there's going to be some tough decisions that are going to be involved, but you know what, bro, we're just going to have to make them. What the heck? This one is like from 4 years old. Oh, this is so depressing, bro. This is the Bulls versus the Indiana Pacers. Bulls at the first seed. Like, Google just screwed me up. Dog, that's like really, oh my goodness. And this had to happen too. And this had to happen too. Why? What did I do to deserve something like this? Hold up, I'll be back with the real bracket. I'm officially buying a brand new camera stand tonight. I can't take this anymore. Although it is kind of funny, my camera might actually break and like crack. So we gotta hopefully buy a camera stand today. I really hope I go through with it. But Team STG, make sure you like. For that embarrassing beginning, I'm going to put this in this video because that was really embarrassing. But we are going to be doing the 2016 NBA playoff predictions. We're going to be doing the Eastern Conference and then the Western Conference. And we're going to go to the finals, and then we're actually going to maybe give a winner as well. So we do this every single year, and we're going to be starting off with the... We'll start off with the Western Conference, and we'll make it all the way to the finals. And then we'll go to the Eastern Conference, and we'll make it all to the finals. And then we'll see who wins, right? This is my prediction, so what I really want you guys to do is in the comments down below, make sure you give me your predictions as well. And listen, just because you might disagree with me, don't hate on me. This is just my predictions, and these are going to be very tough. There's going to be very tough. There's going to be some decisions that I make that might be very close, and either team can move on, but I have to pick one, right? I have to pick one. That's the purpose of this video. So I'm just really excited before we start Team STG. It's already April 18th. STG Takeover starts on June 1st, so I'm really excited. The days are going by, and I'm really excited to make some moves. But nonetheless, Team STG, let's get started with this beautiful thing right here. Western Conference. We're going to run through these a little bit fast because some of them are pretty obvious. Number one, the Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets. I do think that this is an underrated series. I do think that Houston can actually win a couple of games. But do I think they can win this series? No, I do not. I do see Houston losing to Golden State. And Curry's not playing today. We'll see what happens today. Look, I know I'm a couple of days late. 3 days late making this video. Why? Because I had a huge retreat at my school. So I've been really busy with that. But now it's done. And that's why I'm making this video. This is the day after the retreat. So Houston versus the Rockets. I mean, fail. Like for that fail. Houston versus the Golden State Warriors. I do have the Warriors winning in 5 or 6. That's what I see. The Clippers versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, I so much respect for Damian Lillard. So much respect for him, bro. He's a killer. He's a machine. So much hate on him. He's not an all-star. He scores 50-point games, whatever he has to do. He's a beast. Much respect. He has that Mamba instinct. I'll give him that. Much respect. But right now, I just don't think his team has the depth that the Clippers have, and I do see Clippers winning this game in also 5 or 6. I don't know, maybe a 7, but I'm gonna go with a 5 or a 6. I see this Clippers team super stacked. Blake Griffin just killing it right now, bro. He's back. DeAndre, Chris Paul always doing work. Jamal Crawford with the craziest dribbles, and this team is just loaded with Paul Pierce and so many other weapons. I got the Clippers winning this series. Spurs versus Memphis, not even close. Spurs are gonna win this game. It's not even a close one. And 4. It's going to be a blowout. I like Memphis. I respect Memphis, but Spurs right now are just really underrated. Underrated by meaning everyone's always counting them out. All the focus is on Golden State. I love Golden State. Curry's a cheat code, but this Spurs team is crazy, bro. Next up, we got the Thunder versus the Dallas Mavericks. I do see this game going close. I do see this going in 6 or 7. I just think this is a very great series, great season as well for both teams. I think Russell Westbrook's a beast, and I also think Dirk's a beast, and Darren Williams can do work, of course, and then you got Kevin Durant. So I think this is going to go down to a battle in game 6 or 7, but I do have the Thunder winning this game. So actually, if you look at this, I see all the top 4 seeds moving on, right? And you know, that's pretty fair game. I don't think a lot of you guys can have too much disagreement on that. Maybe a little bit. Maybe the only disagreement I can honestly see is maybe Portland, and then maybe a touch of Dallas. But I think the majority of you guys agree with the West. Okay, so now we go to the second round. So now I have the Golden State Warriors playing the... if I have the Golden State Warriors, we have playing the Clippers. Ooh, that's going to be nasty. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be a good game. And it's going to be crazy to see the Clippers... because they never make it past that second round. And they were so close last year. But I got Warriors in 7. I got Warriors in 6 or 7. I don't think the Warriors are going to sweep this team. I don't think the Warriors are going to even come close to 5. It's going to be a 6 or 7 because this Clippers team has a lot of talent. A lot. And as much as I want Chris Paul to move on, I have so much respect for Chris Paul after his game against San Antonio last year. Blew my mind. And I know the Spurs want vengeance as well. But I do have the Golden State Warriors making it to the Western Conference Finals, 72-9, 73-9, unbelievable team. As long as Curry is healthy, with this team that they have, they will make it to the Western Conference Finals. That's just how I see it. I know the Clippers are a great team, and I know a lot of you guys might disagree with me that they should go into the Western Conference Finals, but I wish they were playing someone else. But unfortunately, I do see, for those Clippers fans, I do call the Warriors going to the Western Conference. Now we got the oh my goodness, the Thunder versus Spurs. Unbelievable. Wow. I'm going to say it straight up. I got the Spurs in 6. Spurs in 6 or 7. This can go either way. The Thunder are such an underrated team, and I called it out. I think and I completely believe that the Thunder are very, very underrated. The Thunder are an amazing team. They're so talented with Westbrook destroying it, but I just think Spurs have that depth, and that vengeance, that vengeance from last year, and I do see them going to the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. Much respect to the Thunder. It's going to be a great series. Western's so stacked, bro. I just watched this because you guys gonna, everyone wants to talk about the West. Now we got the Warriors versus the insane, incredible Spurs versus the insane, incredible, legendary Golden State Warriors who made history this year. It's going to be an absolute battle. Absolute battle. Nothing less than a Game 6. Nothing less than a Game 6. Game 7. Game 7. This is going to be a shocker. This is going to be a tough one. I called this out a couple of months ago. I got the Spurs making it to the finals. I love the Warriors. I tweet every time Curry goes crazy. I'm not a bandwagon. I'm a diehard Bulls fan. It's still tough for me to get over them not being in the playoffs. But I have to give respect to where respect is due. And this team is just incredible. With Tim Duncan still averaging unbelievable numbers, with Danny Green shooting lights out, with LaMarcus Aldridge on this team, dog, with Kawhi Leonard just destroying it, with Tony Parker who still has game. It's just crazy. It's unbelievable. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're gonna blow out the Warriors, and the Warriors can easily win this series. Not easy, but they can easily, just as much as I'm saying the Spurs are gonna go through, the Warriors can easily go through as well. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. I'm calling Game 7. It can go either way. So don't say that Don't say that I'm saying that the Warriors are going to easily make it to the finals, or the Spurs are easily gonna make it to the finals. It's gonna be a battle. It's going to be a crazy battle. But in that battle, I got to go with the veteranship. Tim Duncan is aging. He was barely even playing toward the regular season. He's just saving it. But I think a crazy Timmy with a crazy LaMarcus and a Kawhi, that's just insane for me. Because if Curry gets, if he starts missing, then this team is going to destroy it interior-wise. So I got the Spurs winning and making it to the finals. That's a tough one. That was the only huge debate that I had. So I'm really anxious to see what you guys say. And I know that might go contrary to belief because I always tweet about the Warriors and I don't tweet about the Spurs much. And I wanted the Warriors to beat the Spurs as well when they played them because I wanted Curry to get his vengeance and shoot well because he got shut down before. But if I had to put money on it, that's the way I'm thinking of this. If I had to put money on this, I have to go with the Spurs. Now we got the Eastern Conference. We're going to fly through this because I don't want to make this video too long. Cavs, Pistons. I love my boy Andre Drummond. He's my boy. We've been following each other. He's a beast. Much respect to Andre Drummond. Would love to make a video with him. Tweeted him. DM'd him. Whenever he's free. I know he's really busy right now, but maybe in the summer. He's an awesome dude. Much respect to Andre Drummond. I love the Pistons. I had Andre Drummond in fantasy. I had Reggie Jackson in fantasy. I had a lot of these dudes in fantasy. I love this team, but I gotta go with the Cavs. I just gotta go with the Cavs right now. They're playing well. Now we got Boston and we got the Hawks. I believe the series is 1-1. I think this is a crazy series. I think this is gonna go down to a Game 6. But I got the Celtics winning. I just believe that they showed amazing heart this year. 4-5. They're both neck and neck. I got Boston winning. I think just their crowd and their prestigiousness and their glory, their legendary prestige that they have will help them win this game. It's a close one. The Hawks easily can win this as well. It's a close series, and I do think the Celtics are going to win this. This is a tough one. Pacers in Toronto. Might get heat for this. Really might. And like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect any team, nobody, nothing. This is just my thoughts. If I had to put money on it, this is what I'm going to say. The Pacers versus... Wow. My decisions might change while watching this. This is actually pretty insane. Wow, this is mind-blowing. Wow. Okay, Pacers versus the Toronto Raptors. Huge battle. 1-1 right now. Like I said, I'm 3 days late. Game 7 for sure. Game 6 or 7 guaranteed. Beautiful matchup. Beautiful intensity. I wanted my Bulls to face Toronto, but Pacers got that dub. That's that seed. but I see the Pacers moving on. I'll explain to you why. I think Paul George and this team just really has a lot to prove. Now, I think Toronto's a great team, and I just watched the game, but I just see Paul George just carrying his team to victory. That's just me. He has that killer instinct, and he's a superstar. And we've seen it in the past, so you can't deny it. You can't say it's a false claim. Now, don't get me wrong. Toronto can easily move on. Why? Because they got Terrence Ross, DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, and so on and so forth. But I do have the Pacers moving on and getting an upset against the Raptors. Now we got the Miami Heat versus Charlotte Hornets. Much respect to the Charlotte Hornets. They're a beast team. Jeremy Lin is killing it. I love those highlights when I see my boy Insanity making moves. Kemba Walker, Jefferson, and whatnot. But unfortunately, I do see the Miami Heat winning. This is unfortunately to Hornet fans. I do see the Miami Heat winning. They're just destroying it. I think they got a beautiful stacked team. Joe Johnson's a steal. Luol Deng's doing work. Miss him. Dwayne Wade, of course, I can't stop talking about him. This is old Chris Bosh as well. Gerald Green, I forgot the rookie's name. Starts with a W, I believe. Hassan Whiteside, first of all, that's insane. Winslow. This team is great. I think the Heat is definitely moving on. Now, we got the Cavs versus the Boston Celtics. I do think this is going to be a great, unbelievable series. But I'll be real, the Cavs are going to win this. Why? Because LeBron has a vengeance with the Boston Celtics, and we all know the Miami Heat Game 6. He has that vengeance, and I think he's going to carry his team to victory. I believe the Cavs did play the Boston Celtics last year as well, in which Kevin Love got injured, so you bet Kevin Love's going to want to go for vengeance. Boston has heart. It's not going to be a 4-game series. It's going to go to 5 or 6. I don't see it going to 7. I see it going to 5 or 6, and I do have the Cavs winning. Now we got the the Pacers versus the Miami Heat, and this is where I literally have to, because I was thinking, wow, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I want to say Indiana. I want to say Indiana. Why? Because I just think Paul George he's a beast. But I had to put money on it. Like if I'm putting money on it, I want to say Indiana, but I had to say Miami just because I had to put money on it if I had to. I think Miami's just too deep of a team right now. And Monte Ellis on the Pacers. Don't forget about that. But I just think Miami's just too deep. I think they're just too deep, and Dwayne Wade's just having a great year, and he's gonna go up and up with Paul George. I see Miami winning this game in 6 or 7 for sure. It's gonna be a crazy series. I can't wait for the second round of playoffs. Now we got the Cavs versus the Miami Heat in the conference finals. LeBron James versus Dwayne Wade. The battle is on. I think it's gonna be epic. I think it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see what the crowd says when LeBron goes to Miami. He won him 2 rings with Bosh and Wade as well. It's going to be a close one, but I do see the Cavs winning this, of course. I think LeBron James is going to lead his team. He's been doing decent this year, but when he wants to do work, he will do work, and he will do anything he can to do work. He's still in that prime level. So as much as I think it's going to be a great series, game 6 or 7 for sure, I got the Cavs winning and going up against the Spurs. Now we got the Cavs versus Spurs in the finals. So if I wanted myself, I don't have to put, look, I'm doing this as if I'm putting money on the line. I'm being completely honest. This is non-bias. If it was bias, I low-key want the Cavs to play the Warriors, and I'd want to see LeBron's full team against this Warriors squad. That's what that would be my beauty. Like, if that happens, I'm not calling it, but if that happens, you heard in this video, that's what I want. And that's very possible. Like I said, because either the Warriors or the Spurs can move on, but I got the Spurs playing the Cavs, and if I had to pick a, oh my goodness, this is tough. Because I believe the the Heat beat the Spurs once, and the Spurs won again against the Cavs. If I had to pick a winner, I don't know if this Cavs team can get it done. I don't know if this Cavs team can get it done, bro. If LeBron goes Super Saiyan, they can win. This Spurs team is something else, and I got the Spurs winning the finals in Game 7. I got the Spurs winning the finals in Game 7. I don't know if this Cavs team is disciplined enough, especially under a rookie coach, to beat a Greg Popovich team with a LaMarcus Aldridge who's in his prime and a Kawhi Leonard who's in his prime, and those two are furious monsters and one of the greatest power forwards, if not the greatest power forwards of all time, who has not shown any indication of slowing down in his performance, Tim Duncan. And one of the greatest overseas players to play the game, Manu Ginobili, who might not be getting those crazy numbers he did in the past, but he can still make big shots, and Danny Green, who can make some crazy threes. And, Joseph, and there's just so many other players. Kevin Martin, the heck, this team is stacked as heck. Tony Parker. Man, this is tough, because I'm not the biggest Spurs fan out there. I'd easily prefer the Warriors over the Spurs. I prefer a lot of teams over the Spurs, but I gotta give props to where props is due. This is a non-biased video. This is as fair as I can. you know, I'm happy the Bulls are not on here because you already knew I would have them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I would have them in that Eastern Conference Finals. But, you know, Spurs winning Game 7. That's what I see, Team STG. It's a crazy battle. I really want to hear your thoughts on what I thought. But if you, like I said, if you disagree, say it respectfully, right? We're all brothers. We are all bros in this, and this is my thoughts, my opinions. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, your thoughts, your opinions, and whatnot. I really appreciate everything you guys do. Make sure you like this video. We had a lot of funny fails and whatnot as well. And please let me know your predictions. Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, semifinals, first round finals. I want it all. And I want to know why as well. And I know there's going to be a lot of debates in the finals. I know what I said, the Pacers versus Toronto, very controversial. Pacers then versus the Heat, very controversial. Warriors versus Spurs, super controversial. Finals, very controversial. So I can't wait to hear what you guys say. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful for everything. I'm so happy, and I can't wait for the STG takeover this June 1st. This camera would fall this video, and that's just what makes this an STG video. You guys, the support has been growing, and I'm so grateful for it. And you bet we're gonna do some awesome stuff soon. So take care, my brothers. Peace. And sisters to whoever watches this video, if you assisted. I love you guys. Peace.